Hi, and welcome to Tea Leaves Programming. Today we are gaming like it's 1979. I decided to take a little break from all of the Haskell for Dilettantes I've been doing. And we're going to return, briefly, to our Let's Play of the classic Mac puzzle game 3 in 3. So let's see where we left off. Oh, it was at a mesh, wasn't it? Now, clearly, this is going to be the last mesh, right? Let's see what we think it looks like. All right, this one actually, in terms of pattern, looks like it should be fairly straightforward to do. The real challenge here is just visual. This is very hard to look at. And I'm working in an emulator, so the screen is very small, so I apologize if I'm leaning in to try and get really close and see it. So the question is, do we want to work from the center out, or do we want to kind of work from a corner in? I think the last one we did from the center out went okay. So let's try that and see how it works. So looking at this again, oh, I need to be wearing headphones so I don't double count our sounds. Let me go get those headphones. All right, so I believe that it's these north-south lines that need to be in the center. So let's see. Probably going to be flipping back and forth quite a lot. So I think they start there? Is that right? Yes. So that needs to go there. That needs to go there, and I need to get one more kind of in the middle there. All right, so that's our center panel. Now, how to do this? Okay, so the challenge is that I don't think we can't do these one panel at a time now that we've done the center. We actually need to kind of anneal it around a little bit at a time. That's correct. And then, and back. All right, so now I've got the inner 3 rings all done. Boy, this is going to be ponderous. Hopefully this gets easier as we go. Actually, the one thing that is easier now is by starting in the middle and moving out. A little sample of each quadrant, ninedrant. I have a little sample done. So that actually should help a little bit. Okay. Ah! I'm sure someone was watching this and screaming as I got this completely wrong. What I'm doing wrong here. Let's try it again. That goes up to there. That goes over. That comes back. Same thing here. That goes up to there. Goes over. Back. Still looks okay. And now I have to... Ooh, this one's going to be... This is like a double store. That goes up to there. That goes up to there. Swap it in. This needs to go back down. And I haven't done this yet, so that's okay. And then this needs to go back down. I just made things worse. Okay. I think, actually, did I make things worse? I moved backwards. I moved things in the opposite direction from where... I got one of them. I actually did swap tiles. I didn't swap the tiles I thought I was swapping. Which is worrisome. That's very worrisome. Can I somehow use the fact that this is the same as this to wrap around the right value? We go down. Now I have this here. Take that. Move it back there. See, the problem is now... Well, hold on. Move that back. Now that's all still okay. Did I just undo? Well, no, I'm closer now. That almost worked. I am one tile swapper, two tiles. This tile's wrong, and this tile's wrong. All right, so let's do this very slowly and carefully. So I can kind of move the bad bits wherever I want. The problem is this is on the wrong border, because if I had this pattern over here, I could use that border to get it into the right place. Sadly, it is not. I think I did it. Because again, that store and restore movement, but I have a really hard time imagining it, how it fits. No, not a 20 by 20, not a 30 by 30. What gets me is he knows, he's making these jokes about how it's killing his eyesight, but he still put the puzzles in the game. So I do think the mesh puzzles overstay their welcome. I do think also that that was the last one. So let's check in on the letter legislature and see how it's filling in. 4, 7, 9, 13, about 15 puzzles left, I think. No, 16, 17, 20 maybe? What do we have left? By virtue of... I know I'm avoiding account for yourself, because I hate that one. Alright, well obviously the answers here in show your colors are red, blue, and green, and we've already got green going here. If I click here, it rotates these 3 first letters. This moves that whole thing, that whole complex. And if I hold down the Option key, it reverses it. I think all of those do that. I think, yeah, that rotates that. So, to get... we want to swap that L and that D to get red. We want that... well, if we swap that D and that B, B, D, L, right? So, oh, we could also do that, geez. Okay, so clicking here, there's like a diagonal line there. Is that true of here as well? Yes, it is. Ooh, now we do have an R and an E in green to work with, which should help us a little bit. So can we do, since I'm still in this mesh line of thinking, can we do that store, move, restore type thing? So let's try and let's see if we can move the L to here without doing violence to green. So I'm going to do store. So now we've got BL there, which is good. And I'm going to rotate it. Now the G is up here, but that's okay because I can bring it back. And now we've got B, we've got green, we've got BL, and we want that to be a U. So how can we get it? BL. All right, so we want this U up here. Can I? But there's an E that's going to rotate down here, right? Fortunately, we already have E's here. So I think I could just rotate this. Move that there, rotate. There's a third one. I didn't see that. So hitting this letter will modify this vertical line. I think there's more than one way to do this one. Okay, so now we've got BLU. Right? Blood. Which means we just need an E here, where this D is. And again, I think I could use this vertical one we just discovered. Okay, and now we have red and blue. And our red is this R and this D need to swap. That may be tricky, but let's see if there's a way to do it. If I move, so this one modifies on the diagonal. So if I move an R here, then I think that's it if I do it in the right direction. I just did it in the wrong direction, I think. I think that's it. I just need to rotate this. Yes! Vermilion, indigo, verdant, crimson, azure, emerald. We're getting lots of colors here. Oh my. Yeah. I remember this puzzle. Remember how I said the mesh was the most annoying puzzle? Well, to clear out, oops. To clear out the batch, select the 3 that match. We've got a little Macintosh, I don't know if it's Macintosh, but certainly this program. While we're holding down the menu, nothing is happening. So you might say, aha, I can hold down the menu and find my 3 that match. But when you let go of the menu, it shuffles again. This is going to be hard. When I solved this puzzle, I was young. And I'm not young anymore. So I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm fast enough to do this now. Okay, I got one of them at least. And I guess it gets easier. Well, it doesn't necessarily get easier because I believe it gets faster as you remove triplets. Why can't I see it? The other problem with this puzzle, and it's not a problem with the puzzle, it's a problem with the puzzler. The other difficulty I have with this puzzle is that I find it easier to find the matches that I can pattern recognize easier. So you end up hosing yourself because you remove the ones that you can do easily first as opposed to last. Like here, this looks like an A. That's a standard A, so I'm just going to look for it. But then it will be gone. It also moved on me. It does feel like the one that I click is locked in place? Well, let's see if that one disappears. Okay, I've got that one. That's a key question. If I could at least lock one, or even better, two in place, then maybe this isn't as hard as I was describing. Is this interesting to watch? I don't know. Because without the goal of actually clicking, it might be boring to watch. In which case, I apologize. This is going to be a short one today, I can tell you. I don't have the stamina to play for hours today. But I wanted to take a little break from Haskell, and I thought that this would be a fun way to do that. Ooh, that was different. I guess the size of the inner triangle is what differed there. Yeah, so now we're at a speed in which these things are actually moving reasonably fast. Fast enough that, you know, you'll see one and click on it and it's gone by the time you went to click on it. It does feel like they're locking in place when I've selected them, so that's something, at least. Alright, so now they're actually... There, just happened. I literally went to click on something and it moved on me. Now they're moving fast enough that I'm finding it somewhat hard. Do you ever make up names for shapes like this when you're playing a game? Like, that one was the Space Invader. They are moving and not disappearing, so that's good. Wildly clicking. That's a lovely animation. I love that. You warn the others. I have problems of my own. Oh, those guys look dangerous. Roman numerals. Our correct order is a bit more complicated. And this is another one where we have rules. It's the Dining Philosopher's problem. So 3, 6, and 10 need to be in the same row. We'll just do that for now. So 14 touches only one other box. So that's a good hint because it means there's only one of 4 places where that 14 can be. Here, 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 or here. Let's see if there's another rule involving this 14. Ten touches east side of 14. That's good because that tells us that that 14 can only be here or here. Let's look for another rule involving that 14. Nope, we just get that one. How about we look for a rule involving this 10? 15 touches south side of 10. That's good because that tells us 10 can't be here. So 14 and 10 are now in the correct place, as is 15. So these 3 are correct. Let's look for more clues. These have to be in the same column. Okay. 7 touches east side of 15. There we go. 5 touches east side of 13. Oh, that one we're not going to do yet. Ooh, I don't think we actually had a rule with 8 yet. Let's continue to build out from our lot of true rules here. Okay, we have quite a lot of true rules. Let's look only at false rules now. 5 and 13. 8, 1, and 16 in the same row. These three in the same column. So just 3 rules. And common to 2 of those 3 rules is 16. So 16 has to be in the same column as these and the same row as these. And there's no rule, I don't think, no other, oh wait, there we go. There was one. 8 touches west side of 12. So therefore 8 cannot be in this column because it has to touch the west side. Although it could be here. My gut says, oh, but 8 has to be in the same column as these, and we know that this has to be here. We know that that 10 is there. So let's go back to that. Okay, so 8 could be up here. Did I break anything by doing that? I did. South side of 7. So it can't be in the top row. What if, right? It looks like these 2 need to be up here and these 2 need to be down here. And in particular, wait. That's the only bad rule we have at this point. So go there. We've done it. Yay. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Love it. Love those puzzles. All right. I think this is good enough because I'm not convinced that these clicking games are super fascinating to watch. So we've done 3 puzzles, 4 puzzles. I think that's good for a short one. And maybe next week I'll continue on this one. If I'm not in the mood, still not in the mood to return to Haskell for Dilettantes. You've been watching Gaming Like It's 1979. We're playing Cliff Johnson's 3 and 3. Thanks for watching.